On behalf of the United Church of Christ, we'd like to welcome you to this evening's event of Restoring Beauty, an evening of beautiful music. Console the mourners harmed by racism and acts of state-sanctioned violence. Give them a crown of beauty for their grief and comfort, for their tear-stained faces and heartache. Anoint their Black bodies with scented oil and clothe them with garments of kente cloth. Make room for the Spirit to inhabit the mourning bench and lament with those in despair. They are oaks of righteousness, displayed by our God in the soils of Africa, and the departed loved ones will be with our God forever. Ashe and Amen. We are gathered here this evening to both celebrate and to mourn, to both hear songs of resistance and beautiful music. We have assembled a gift of gifted performers, and they will pay tribute to the lives of so many who have been lost by violence, racism, and murders by law enforcement. We want to remember their names, and we want to remember that they have been gone too soon. This evening's performances include members of the Cleveland Orchestra. And so I'd like to welcome Tanya L. and Robert Wolfrey, Barry Stees, and Afendi Yosef. Our vocalists and songwriters for the evening are Pat Harris, who is accompanied by Lafayette, and our Reverend Stacy Howe. We thank you for being with us. We know that you will participate in relaxing and enjoying the music. We're very clear that acts of violence against African Americans breaks the hearts and wounds the soul and traumatizes families who must bury their sons, their daughters, and friends. We weep and we mourn and we lament. We suffer with and support communities of color, and we stand in solidarity with protesters who bear the historical reality of a nation that created the laws and the myths supporting white nationalism and supremacy. The killing of Black people must end. We demand justice. We restore peace. And restoring God's beauty on earth is our mission. Whether you reside in wherever you reside, I invite you to assume a posture of relaxation and enjoy the beautiful music.
Robert and I are honored and humbled to be with you tonight. I'd like to start the evening off on a note of hope and meditation with the prelude from Johann Sebastian Bach's Suite No. 1 for unaccompanied cello. Next, Robert Wolfrey and I would like to perform, as well as the Beethoven Trio tonight, a Schubert song called Faith in Spring. After Faith in Spring, we will continue with the Beethoven, but I would like to read a brief text by the poet Johann Ludwig Uhland that I think brings meaning to the evening. Balmy breezes are awakened, they stir and whisper day and night, everywhere creative. Oh, fresh scents, oh, new sounds. Now, poor heart, do not be afraid. Now all must change. The world grows fairer each day. We cannot know what is still to come. The flowering knows no end. The deepest, most distant valley is in flower. Now, poor heart, forget your torment. Now all must change.
Good evening. The piece I have for you tonight is a lament. It's a Brazilian piece, and as such, it combines elements of European music and African music. The waltz, as many of us know, is a European form, and the piece is in a waltz form. It's in 3/4 time. The word choro might require some explanation. The choro is related to the African dance, the jolo. And choro in Portuguese means weeping. And the people that played this music were called chorores, or the weepers. So this is the Valsa Choro by Francisco Mignone.
Evening. Thank you for having me this evening. Pleasure to be here. This next selection is a movement from Johann Sebastian Bach's Violin Sonata in G minor. You'll notice I'm not a violinist, so my musical decision making has to come from my viewpoint as a onlooker, the violinist's approach to this. What kind of decisions would they be making in their approach? And so I think as musical beings, something that we're often used to doing, either consciously or not, is the ability to put ourselves in someone else's shoes. So I'll let the music speak for itself.
Good evening. I'm Reverend Dr. Velda Love, and I'm the Minister for Racial Justice at the United Church of Christ National Office. It's a pleasure to bring this music to you. It is an honor to be able to be with these members of the Cleveland Orchestra, to have an opportunity to relax and to find joy and beauty in music. So consider this an intermission, but don't leave your seats. What I wanted to do was just introduce our next set. We will be having a vocalist and pianist, Pat Harris and Lafayette Carthen. And our performing songwriter is Tracy Howe. So thank you for being with us. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being advocates of justice and members of the United Church of Christ. Enjoy the rest of the evening.
I think they were taking
They're taking a break.
a break.
Okay, then we should probably put it on mute.
So we'd like to introduce to you Pat Harris.
Okay. I wanted to just say that my own personal experience with brutality and police and victims that ended up in death has affected me personally. So I wanted to bring some kind of beauty back into the entire, to the world. So I chose this selection as a worshiping and knowing that God will bring us out. And his beauty is what we should always have. Before your altar, I am letting go of all I've held, of every motive, every burden, everything that's of myself. And I just want to wait on you, my God. I just want to dwell on who you are. Beautiful, beautiful. Oh, I am lost for more to say. Beautiful, beautiful, Lord, you're beautiful to me. Here in your presence, I am not afraid of brokenness. To wash your feet with humble tears, I would be poured out till nothing's left. And I just want to wait on you, my God. I just want to dwell on who you are. You are beautiful, beautiful. Oh, I am lost for more to say. Beautiful, beautiful. Oh, you're beautiful to me. Oh Lord, you're so beautiful. Say, holy, 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 you are, holy, 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 you are, holy, 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 you are, holy, 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 you oh Lord, beautiful. My God, you're beautiful. Oh Lord, you're beautiful. You are. Let us worship. Let us give God the glory. Oh, we know you're beautiful. I thank you, God, for being beautiful. And I just want to wait on you, my God. I just want to dwell on who you are. Glory, glory. God is beautiful. And we know that with that beauty will come the restoring of the pain and the hurt. Hallelujah. And this next selection is as I felt that we needed to know that we, after waiting on God, that he's going to turn it around for us and he's going to restore us back to the beauty, even a more bountiful beauty than we had first. That he's going to turn it around. Praise God. sometimes discouraged, but not defeated, cast down, but not destroyed. There are times I don't understand, but I believe He's turning around for me. I've had struggles and disappointments. There are times I felt so alone. Some of my friends, they let me down, but I still believe He's turning around for me. Around for me, around for me, around for me. It's turning around for me, around for me, around for me. Around for me, it's turning around for me. You see, I can see the breaking of day. God is making a way. A change is coming for me. If I stand strong and believe, there's no reason to doubt. I know He's working it out. It's turning around for me. I say, and it won't always be like this. He will perfect that concerning me, and sooner or later it'll turn in my favor. Oh, Lord, later it's gonna turn in my favor. It's turning around for me, and it won't always be like this. He will perfect that's concerning me, and sooner or later it'll turn in my favor. Sooner or later it will turn in my favor. It's turning around for me. We all have been promised that we are His children and He will provide. So it's going to be better. We have to come out of this fire and know that we will be pure gold. When we come out, there will be no more sickness. There will be no more hurt, no more hatred. I want everyone just to join in with me and know that it's coming around, and sing it to high heavens. Just repeat after me. Yeah. Around for me, around for me, around for me. It's turning around for me, around for me, around for me, around for me. It's turning around for me, around for me, around for me, around for me. It's turning around for me, around for me, around for me, around for me. I can see he's turning it around. He's restoring the beauty, restoring. God said it. I believe it. Around, 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 around. It's turning around for me.
Pat Harris, thank you so much. I wish that we could hear the applause and the spirits of all of the grateful listeners and those who are singing. I was certainly singing with you. Thank you. Thank you, sister. My name is Tracy Howe, and I am honored to be adding to the music this evening. This music will no doubt be unfamiliar to most of you. It has been born out of my own experiences and the movement work, and those that I've been blessed to know and witness and engage and grow with over these past number of years. If you cut into beauty and try to make it bleed, you only find a deeper hope in what makes a person free. The depths of love come from where we've been redeemed. So put down your guns and unlock the prison doors. You can keep all your money, give yourselves to the poor, learn to love. Building a world of grace. We will march on. We'll fight on till love comes. We will march on. We'll fight on till love comes. You might make your words a weapon and belt power out of fear, but it's your own self breaking, fading away in the mirror, because love is writing the song. And the mystery of suffering is the life that grows out of pain, and the hope we share bears it, gives it all a name, all in love. We carry on. We will march on. We'll fight on till love comes. We will march on. We'll fight on till love comes. We gave our lives to this fight. We gave our lives. If we fall, it'll be all right. If we fall, it'll be all right. Our bodies wrapped in the dust will tell the tale of both of us. I who heard your cry for help, and you who lived for someone else. We will march on. We'll fight on till love comes. We will march on. We'll fight on till love comes. Till love comes. Till love comes. So if someone wouldn't mind telling me, can you see me in the video? Because my screen is frozen. Oh, it just unfroze. Okay, good. So I wasn't sure even in that moment if I was coming through. Thank you. Bury me in the struggle for freedom, in the arms of someone who knows my name. Cover me in love as the struggle it goes on. And say my name till something beautiful is born. Bury me in the struggle for freedom, in the arms of someone who knows my name. Cover me in love as the struggle it goes on, and say my name till something beautiful is born. Oh, bury me in the struggle for freedom, in the arms of someone who knows my name. Cover me in love as the struggle it goes on, and say my name till something beautiful is born. 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 Carlos Adrian Ingam Lopez presente. Say my name till something beautiful is born. Brianna Taylor presente. Say my name till something beautiful is born. So beloved, wherever you are, thank you. I see you writing them. And we're gonna say them from wherever we are. Say my name till something beautiful is born. Sandra Bland, Rhea Milton, George Floyd, Ahmaud Arbery, Tatiana Jefferson, Tony McDade, Ayanna Jones, Corinne Gaines. Say my name till something beautiful is born. Bury me in the struggle for freedom, in the arms of someone who knows my name. Cover me in love as the struggle it goes on, and say my name till something beautiful is born. Thank you for praying with me, beloved. This is my last song, and the last song of this beautiful time of music together. But certainly not the last song that we will sing, not the last prayer to be prayed, not the last words to be had. Child, you gotta keep the body you have alive. Child, you gotta keep the body you have alive. Love it, keep it strong. Be wise and survive. Child, you gotta keep the body you have alive. Child, you gotta keep the soul you've got whole. Child, you gotta keep the soul you've got whole. Oppression will tear it apart. So root in what makes you grow. Child, you gotta keep the soul you've got whole. And you will never be alone when you do. are holding you. And for as long as I can, I'll be here too. Child, you gotta protect the air you're gonna breathe. Child, you gotta protect the air you're gonna breathe. Water is life and sacred the fight. To remember we are dust and light. Child, you gotta protect the air we're gonna breathe. And you will never be alone when you do. Your ancestors, God, are holding you. And for as long as I can, I'll be here too. Child, you gotta build the world you wanna live in. Child, you gotta build the world you want to live in. The beautiful, the just, for joy and for love. Child, you gotta build the world you want to live in. The beautiful, the just, for joy and for love. Child, you gotta build the world you want to live in. Amen.
Amen. Amen. From all of the performers and the vocalists, the pianist, and our songwriters, we thank you for being with us this evening. We have heard beautiful music, music that is part of our tradition, that tells us that hope is alive, that love is alive, that soothing music is with us. Beautiful music. It fuels uprisings and it provides peace, grace, joy, and hope. We hope that you have enjoyed this evening. We also hope that you will join us in the movement to eradicate racism from our world. Here are some opportunities for you to lean into. There is a Summer Institute that will begin on July 8th. And so we look for you to register for that. There's the Poor People's Campaign, as well as Our Faith, Our Vote. And we also want to extend that invitation to look globally at people of African descent. We are a part of a movement. And as we move to our closing space, we want to thank you for being with us. We want to also offer you an opportunity to donate to the United Church of Christ, to our annual fund. Because this work is supported by you. Continue to tune in to our webinars on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Look for more information. Look for the Juneteenth 2020 webinar and the webinar that you're watching this evening, this performance by the Cleveland Orchestra, our vocalist and our performing songwriters will be available next week. Come back to our UCC YouTube channel and we will be there. We will be there for you to share it with your church, with your community, and with those who need to be in the struggle. Again, we thank you for all that you have done to support the United Church of Christ and to support beautiful music. Thank you and blessings. Together, we will dismantle racism in the name of faith, in the name of justice, in the name of our God. Have a good evening.